Hi there, Susan Friesen here with eVision Media, bringing you today's video eTip. And today I wanted to talk about your website. And some of you don't have a website up yet. You might be a brand new entrepreneur, or you've been in business for a while and you haven't gotten around to putting up a website yet, which is understandable. I did that. I was in business for several months before I finally got around to putting up a website. It was the old shoe cobbler's son syndrome for me. But anyway, whether you already have a website and maybe it's not working well for you, it's not really providing you with the leads and the business that you were really hoping for, and you've come to realize that part of the problem is your website, or you're brand new in business and you've been told by so many people, oh, well, you have to have a website. And I guess, today's day and age, you really do have to have a website. There are some certain industries where a website isn't all that needed and absolutely necessary yet, but for the most part, everybody kind of needs to have a website because it is the new yellow pages, right? And in order for you to be noticed and found, you have to have a website. But that's not really what today's topic is about. What I wanted to talk to you about today is what you need to do before putting up a website or before redoing your existing website. So whether you are in transition or brand new at your business, I implore you to do this one step first. And a lot of people miss this step, and that's one of the reasons why their website isn't really working well for them. And that reason is to do some situation analysis first. You really need to be very, very clear on how you want to be positioned as. What is your brand position? How do you want people to perceive you as? What's your area of expertise? And then take that, and even more importantly, is to understand who it is that is your ideal client. And you hear me talking a lot about, finding out who your ideal client is, attracting your ideal client, but what does that really mean? What that means is you need to get into the mindset that just because somebody is breathing and alive, they are your client. And in actual fact, that's not very good business, because there's a lot of people out there who aren't a good fit for you. They will drain your energy. They will, they might rip you off. They might not pay your bill, whatever, right? There's a lot of different people out there who you don't want to attract into your business. And a really good example of that is if you see your phone ringing and you see on the call display one of your clients and your heart literally sinks, or you get filled with dread, or you go, oh my God, I do not want to talk to this person again. That person is not your ideal client. So that gives you an idea of who you don't want to attract more of into your business. But the people who you do want to attract more of are the people who absolutely love you and you love working with them, and the results that you bring to your clients is immense, and they are so grateful for you. You're so grateful for them. They are referring other clients to you. That's what I mean about attracting more of those people. All of that positive energy infused into your business just builds more and more and more, and you get more and more and more of those kinds of people. And I know, because that's exactly what happens to me. Once I focus more on the people that I really want to work with, more of those people show up. And so that's what I want for you. So anyway, back to your website, you need to be super duper clear on who that person is. Are they male or female? What kind of age group are they in? What are their specific problems that they're facing? What kind of challenges are they facing? And how, that you can solve for them? And how can you present yourself in front of them that they can relate to, so that you can easily build the know, like, and trust factor with them, so that it becomes a no-brainer for them to say, yes, I either want to purchase from you or work with you, whatever the case may be, whether you're providing a service or a product. You want to position yourself so that you are the ideal choice for them. And so once you have that clear in your mind, and by the way, this is something that I do with all of my clients. I want to make sure before I do anything, before we design a logo for a client or before we build their website, I want to know who it is that we want to attract, because that particular group of people are going to feel connected to certain imagery, how you are presented on your website. And so that means colors and fonts and what photos you are selecting. How is the copy, the text that is on your website, how can that be written so that it relates immediately to them, it pulls them in, and gets them engaged in with your website? Because if you don't do that, if you just put up something that appeals to you only, or that you're just throwing something up as long as it's something that's better than nothing at all, then all of those wonderful people that are coming to your website, they're not going to see it. They're not going to feel that connection. They're not going to feel that you got them, that you have them figured out, and that you're the solution to their problems, and they're off. They're going to go and follow somebody else that they relate to. So how you are positioned on your website, that immediate first impression, is critically important. It'll make or break the sale. And so they have to come to your website and they have to immediately know they got the right place. And that comes through your brand positioning, by understanding who your ideal target market is and what's going to relate to them. And so I implore you to work with a professional to figure that out with you. It's really hard to do that on your own unless you go through, a whole process, a whole course on knowing and understanding what that ideal target market is. But that's what I do with my clients every time. I have to get into their head and figure out who their ideal client is, and how can we position that person, that client, in front of their ideal client, so that it's a win-win situation for them, and they will attract more of the wonderful people and far fewer of the ones that give you dread when you see their number on the call display. So that's it for today's eTip. I hope that that makes sense for you, and if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment under in the comment section, and by all means, please sign up for my newsletter as well at eVisionmedia.ca. Once a week, every Tuesday morning, we send a new article and eTip into your inbox, and I'm all about sharing my expertise with people who want to learn more about how they can position themselves so that they can build a successful business. So do sign up for my newsletter, and until next time, I'll see you in the next eTip.